Hi guys, Aussie Bill and welcome to episode 35 of the World Tour at Sport Boys in Peru, and today we get our, Libertadores campaign underway. We play, it's Flamengo that got called up or got one through the playoffs, so we play Flamengo away from home. We got two Brazilian teams. Unbelievable. So we play them away from home first up, and then, we're halfway through the Torneo thingy, so we play Cesar Vallejo again. I'm sorry, guys, but that's just kind of worked out the way the draw worked out, I guess. Now, since last episode, where, of course, we opened up our campaign with a really good win against our opponents today, we've gone okay so far in this Copa Torneo thing, or Torneo you know what I'm talking about. First up, we went and played San Martin. Now, we played really, really well in this game. There was a few defensive lapses, a penalty, and I think it might have even been from a corner, their other goal, which was a little bit annoying. But Velasco got 2 goals, Elias and Blacido with the fourth. Really, really good performance. So I was really quite happy with that, to be honest. We did play well, just defensive lapses. Then we played Alianza Lima. We were absolutely stunning in this game. Look at these match ratings. It was Galindo, it was Liate, and it was Castro that got the goals. They only had one shot on target. The match stats make it look like, they had 60% of the ball. It might have been a, evenish game. It wasn't. Player ratings tell you the story there. We absolutely played them off the park. It was a really, really good performance. Then we played Cantilao. I don't really know what happened here. We dominated the game, but at the same time we looked quite poor. So I don't know how we really managed to do that. Bizu had an absolute nightmare. This was a sort of a back pass that went straight to the opposition striker, then he gave away a penalty. Mauricio Doi got his first goal for the club, which was nice. You can see there Tassio picked up an injury. Not so nice. We'll come to that in just a second. Otherwise, the match stats will tell you we played quite well, but at the same time, we were quite terrible. So it was a weird one, that one. But Bizu gave away 2 goals, which didn't help. Then we bounced back. Okay, actually, we bounced back against Universidad Cesar Vallejo. This team here I can never pronounce. We went behind here through a Parodi error. Now, it's the only real error that he's made. The only game he didn't have, I wouldn't say he's been almost outstanding in. But you can see in the 76th minute that happened, and we just responded amazingly. Cosio and Liate with the 2 goals. It was a really, really good fight back. I was actually quite happy with how the game ended up. You can see by the match stats, we did deserve to win the game. Yeah, it's just a bit of a shame for Paradi that he made that mistake, but that's all okay. Then we played this Common Santis team. Now, this is a newly promoted team, and we never got going in this game. We looked quite poor. At the same time, there was no highlights in this game. You can see this is where Avocado went. I don't know. He came off the bench. You can tell by the play ratings. It was just a boring game, guys. Nothing happened. It was quite tedious. Then we played Sport. I can't never pronounce this one either. Juan Seo, I guess you would pronounce it. This was an even game. Now, Big Willie D, he had a nightmare in this one. An own goal, and then he gave away a penalty. But despite that, we did manage to snag a draw. Blasado and Galindo got the goals for us. The 90th minute equaliser for Galindo. So that was good, because this was top of the table at the time. Since it was last game, probably is still top of the table. Yeah, so that was okay, I guess. Yeah, it was okay. If we have a look at what it means for the league table, you can see we are. Where are we here? We've got a game in hand, but we're 2 points behind Alianza Lima. So it's not going badly, I wouldn't say, but a little bit hit and miss. Sevilla hasn't scored a goal yet, which is a little bit disappointing. But yeah, now, transfers and injuries. Let's start with injuries. You did see Tassio was injured. The other thing that's happened since last episode is Emerson has picked up an injury as well. It's behind my head here, which so you can't really see. He's out for about 2 weeks, a groin strain. It was about a month at the time. So needless to say, without Tassio and Emerson, I started to panic a little bit because Big Willie D wasn't really stepping up to the plate this season. So we went and made some signings. Salinas has officially left the club as well. He did go to Brazil for the 1.1 million. So we wish him all the best. Good money for the club. And to be honest, did I add him to the shortlist? I'll add him to the old favourite shortlist. Just see how he gets on. I'll be interested to see how he does get on, actually, to be honest. So, signings. Who did we sign here, you ask? Well, we brought in 2 centre-backs. Alfredo Ratto here. I think he's actually... I did look at him in off-season because he was on a free. No one had come in to pick him up yet, so we did for £850 a week. Really, really good physicals, not too bad mentally. Determination's good, positioning isn't bad. Leadership is composure, concentration's all there. The defensive stats are more or less there. Heading could be a little bit better, but I think he'll do really... We can see he's potentially a 5-star player too, or 4.5-star player as well. And then Ratto and Robles, basically, we brought in. Pedro Robles from Manucci. just a solid backup. Really, really good positioning, which I like. The mental stats are quite good. Physically, he's not too bad either. Technically, again, he has the more or less sort of the basic defensive stats. So 68 grand, he had a release fee. We're paying him a little bit more money, but to be honest, I'm okay with it just to get cover in. We are going to have to sell Big Willie D, I think, because he's just not cutting it. Now, the one other thing that we were able to do when we did get in the Salinas money, we were able to convince the board to invest in youth coaching, so excellent youth coaching. I'll have another go at the youth facilities. It hasn't come back up as an option I can ask them for yet. Facilities notes. I want to do the senior facilities rather than the youth facilities because they tend to both be expensive. I've tried to expand the scouting range a little bit further, but they don't want to go outside South America. To be honest, it's fair enough. What I would like to do, ideally, I think, is scout into Africa, because you might pick up, you can usually pick up some really good young players in Africa, but we can't do it. We can't do it. So this is a team we're sending out to face Cesar Vallejo here now, with the game coming up, of course, against Flamengo. It is very much a rotated team. It's Parati in goal. It's Cosio Robles making his debut with Tapamula and Bizu as a back four. De La Cruz and Goivin in midfield. Halasco, Placido, and Elias as the three. In behind Saravia, as I said, still searching for his first goal for the club. The other thing you may notice is Acuna is the backup goalkeeper on the bench. Ramos has picked up a bit of a knock. So we have Walter Acuna. That's probably still behind my head there, isn't it? But trust me, we have a different goalkeeper on the bench. There will also be a Goals of the Month at the end of this episode as well. So make sure that you do stick around for that. We played a few games. We scored a few good goals. So you don't want to miss those. What we want to say here, maybe some passion and go out there and impress me. Some calm. We have faith. And yeah, let's get on out there. To see how we do. I just want to get Saravea off the mark for the club. We've been okay because Castro's been scoring some goals. That's a terrible pass. Placido's pounced there. Can we do something nice and early here? We've just kind of looked to keep possession. That's fine. Halasco's still there. Dangerous. No, it's blocked out for a corner. Not a corner, a throw-in, I should say. Yeah, I would like... This is the backup goalkeeper now. You can probably see over my head. Decent enough prospect, but, I mean, he'll... The keepers we have at the club right now, he'll only ever be number 3, won't he? So, we've caught him up from there. I can't remember if he was in the reserves or the under 18s, but we've caught him up anyway. And hopefully we won't need him because Parati will do a stunning job and not get injured. Let me know what you think of the new signings as well in the comments. I think Ratto could be a star for us, to be honest. I think he's probably third choice behind Tassio and Emerson, but with Emerson's injury, Tassio's kind of back now. He's not really match fit, but we'll play him against Flamengo anyway because we don't really have options. Placido! Oh! He has been in stunning form at the start of the year, Placido, to the point where was considering putting him into sort of the Libertadores squad and playing Fry in this one. Here goes Placido again. He's getting better from free kicks as well. And that one's just over the bar. Just finding his range, isn't he? Excuse me. Yeah, so that's all looking good. I'm happy with how we're playing for the most part. Every now and again we have a bit of a scrappy game, but I think we've always had that in us, haven't we? Let's wait until it happens from this highlight. We need to defend from the set piece, and Parati's there, and it goes over without help. It looks like that's okay. Another highlight. I just want to get a demand more shout out, but we'll wait till after the highlights are done here. Robles so far has looked okay on debut, hasn't he? It's what we like to see. I think he'll be fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to move on Big Willie D. He just hasn't developed how I was hoping. He kind of lacks. It's a stunning ball for Bizu. Can he get across in? It's there! It's over the bar from Placido. Yeah, Big Willie D just hasn't really developed, and he's lacking. He's okay mentally and he's okay physically, but he's technically not the best. So yeah, I just think he's not really developing with the club as we get better. So we do have the youngsters, Doi of course, and Wong. So I think we've upgraded and we've moved past Big Willie D, unfortunately. So we'll look to move him on. I'm going to say I'm not happy with that, boys. We're at home. We beat this mob 3-0 at their place, so we really should be doing a little bit better here. I'm beginning to worry about Saravia. You can see again, he hasn't done anything this game. This is he just seems to float through games for us. Is that because we're not creating him any opportunities? I don't know. I wonder if we should maybe look at playing him in a different role. I mean, that's kind of his role though, isn't it? An advance forward. And with a number 10 behind him, I think that's kind of where we want him to play. Let's try and demand more here. We haven't really started, have we? It's easy there for Cosio to win. Elias in for Steravia. For Goivin, out for Placido. Oh, that's stunning. Absolutely stunning from Andreas Placido. That's what he's been doing. Third goal of the year. And that is a goal of the season contender early on in the Torneo here at the start of the year. Cosio's done really, really well to win that. Elias picked out the pass to Steravia. Steravia picked him out. He went to Goivin. Goivin stole an assist there. It was a nice little passing movement, but that was company-esque, that one, wasn't it? That was an absolutely stunning shot. All right, boys, let's demand a little bit more of that, please. Cosio in for Elias. Elias is coming along quite nicely too, actually. I'll try and remember to show you his attributes next time we sort of go off a highlight. Placido over for Bizu in a lot of space out there. Bizu back in for Velasco. Velasco dinks one in. Oh, and the keeper gets it just ahead of Placido again. Unlucky. Now, is that the highlight, or are we going to continue on here? Come on, boys. Come on. I'm so nervous recording this because after this I'm recording the Aston Villa game or series, which will come out sort of later tonight. And there's a good ball into the box. Oh, it's a stunning save. And if you haven't been watching it, we had a 10-point lead in the Premier League, or about that, 9 or 10 points, sort of fluctuating back and forth. And now with 2 games to go of the season, we're 2 points ahead of Arsenal, and we are choking like you would not believe. And to be honest, I couldn't sleep last night. I'm so nervous about recording this stupid episode that it's playing on my mind. Yeah, so if you want to see if we choke or not, it'll be out. It comes out about an hour and a half after this one. But yeah, cannot think. I'm so nervous about it. All right, so let's start and shut this thing down, shall we? Let's leave that. I think we deserve to win the game. But you don't always get what you deserve, do you? Come on, boys. Let's keep our concentration here. That's a lungy but good tackle from Cosio. Ball comes in, back post. There's no one there. Oh, we've thrown it all away. We have thrown it all away in stoppage time. Unbelievable. That's what you get when you don't take your chances, isn't it? That's what happens. Let's do that. Let's exploit the flanks, maybe. We have found a little bit of space out there. And I don't think we deserve that, but we didn't put the game to bed, and that's what happens. That is what happens. Very attacking. It's too late to do anything now anyway. And there is 2 points flushed down the toilet. Match ratings weren't great, were they? We didn't deserve that, though. And again, Sevilla didn't do much, didn't score a goal. I'm going to say I'm not pleased with that, because we can't really complain. We didn't take chances. So there we go, denied by a late goal, and the latest of goals. And to be honest, I mean, the goal we did score, it was a stunning goal, but it wasn't like we worked it into space and, picked them apart. It was just an absolutely wonderful strike from Placido. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back to face Flamengo. We're off to Brazil. Okay, welcome back. We're in Brazil, in Rio, I think, Flamengo are, aren't they? And this is going to be tough. They're a passing team. They won their last game, apparently 7-0. So it's not like they're in form or anything. And this is the team we're sending out. They knows we're going a little bit more cautious. Not as bad as we did last year, where we sort of packed the defence and got absolutely smashed anyway, and then regretted it later on when we played well. But just going with a DM, because they're going to play number 10. Make it a little bit more difficult for them away from home. So Paradi in goal. Lopez, Tassio's back. Robles, we're going to play him. As I said, they're a passing team. I like his positioning. So we're going to play him purely for that. And Andy, and let's face it, he did okay on debut, I thought, as well. 6.9, I think he played, so perfect. Liate, Dela Cruz, and Martinez in midfield. Velasco and Rojas go down the wings, with Galindo as a deep-lying playmaker, just so he stays involved. He'll go up top. So yeah, there you go. You can see there, they got the number 10, so we'll try and play the DM and just limit their space a little bit. We're not going to play any more defensively or anything, but just try and make it a little bit more difficult for them. What do we say to this? Let's go out and show them what we're capable of. I like that. Just keep it calm, keep it faith, and see what we can do. Yeah, let's just see what we can do. Now, of course, was it Talares we played last time, first up, wasn't it? And we were really defensive. I think we were away from home in that game as well. And in the end, I think we got quite well beaten, didn't we? So hopefully, we'll get off to a little bit better start this year. We know what to expect now. We know that we can compete. So yeah, we'll just see how we go. This could be an early highlight for us. Rojas, that's a lungy tackle. Is that a penalty? No. Is it going to go down the other end now? just caught out of position a little bit. We've got back okay. They're still coming through the middle though. Oh, they've got men over. They're pouring forward. Parati, help us, Parati. Oh. We've been hit on the counter-attack. Unbelievable. We've tried to get forward, do the right thing, and we've been hit on the counter-attack. Andy just needed to come in a little bit quicker there, didn't he? Oh, and in the end, it's a tackle. In the end, we're unlucky. In the end, it's a Tassio foot in, and it's just fallen to the spare man. I'm going to say that's unlucky. All right, come on, boys. Let's bounce back from that. Let's fire up here. We've injured someone. There we go. That's a start. Looking anxious. Don't need to be anxious here, boys. We don't need to be anxious. Come on. This is what I was worried about with Parati, putting a 16-year-old in goal. But as I said, there's nothing we could do really to stop Salinas leaving. He was going to kick off, and at that point, players become useless to you anyway. So we did what we had to do, and he's going to have to learn, isn't he? He'll be fine. We've done okay the rest of this half, haven't we? Really, we've been hit on the counter attack once. Otherwise, I think we've done quite well. Let's give it a demand more. Coming into the base would be a good time to equalise. It would be a terrible time to concede a second goal. De La Cruz in for Rojas. Knocks it in, headed away though. And, oh no, there's no one there. De La Cruz, excellent stuff, mate. Excellent stuff. Here goes Robles. Out for Andia. Out for Velasco. Oh, what is that pass? Oh, don't go and concede now. Win it back, boys. Win it back. I wonder, do we go with the number 10 second half? That's a loose pass. That's a terrible header. Andia, come on, man. Come on. Oh, he had so much time. Oh, don't do it. Oh, Parati, good save, mate. Good save. That should hopefully give him a little bit of confidence. Come on, if we can stick at this at 1-0, you never know what can happen in the second half. Come on, boys. Away. Oh, well claimed. So I think half-time is going to have to be things are going okay. I mean, the match ratings aren't great, but we're away from home against a much, much bigger team. We haven't particularly played well, have we? Unlucky. I'm going to say unlucky. There we go. That gets a little bit of confidence going here. I'm going to say we just get back out there. I'm trying not to be too critical of players. I think that's something that I have a tendency to do when we're underdogs. So I'm trying not to do that. Give them a bit of confidence. Look at the space in the middle here. There we go. Liate, what can he do for De La Cruz? In for Velasco. Can we find something here? Rojas, it's there for De La Cruz. Oh, it's tight. It's hacked clear. Can we win the header though? Well, we did, but nothing came of it. All right, come on, boys, get creative. Let's see show them what we can do. Let's show them what Sport Boys are all about here. Come on. At some point, we do need to go for this, though, don't we? So we will... That's not the highlight. Now, are we going to do something stupid, what I like to call a Pickford moment? Or are we going to build from the back here? Tassio with the ball. He lumps one over the top for Galindo. Can he get onto that? He can. Galindo, this would be a wonderful goal if he scores it! Oh, it's off the post! Oh, he's done so well. And, oh, what a goal it would have been as well. Come on, let's try demand more as the highlight starts. Oh, no. Can we win this back up the pitch here? Come on. Let's put a bit of pressure on. Are they just going to dink one over our heads here? We're not the quickest at the back. That is... Technically, it's our weakness. Well, not technically. That is our weakness right now. We know Tassio's a beast in the air. Robles is sort of decent at everything. There goes the lump over the top. Can we get there? Lopez is there. Lopez is quick, so that's fine. Back to Parati. He lumps it forward, and we can't win the ball, and it's coming back again, isn't it? I think... Oh, wait. Oh, good header. Oh, it's still there, though. It's still there. No! Oh, just past the post. You know what I think we might do? We might take it off, exploit the flanks. Let's go shorter and quicker, and be more expressive as well. Work to do from the set piece again. Come on, boys. Away. Oh, it's offside. Everybody relax. Let's go attacking. We don't want to sort of be on the end of a big defeat here if we are indeed going to lose. Oh, I tell you what, it's only just... Arguably, it's onside. Galindo's just about played him on there. All right, De La Cruz isn't having a good game. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to take him off. We're going to bring on Fry. He can't really play back there, but I might look to push him forward in just a second here. Velasco isn't having his best game. Alright, so let's bring him off. We'll put Galindo out there to play on the wing. Advance forward for Rolando Castro. It's a double change. We do have one more we can make. We'll give it a get creative, and then I think what we'll do is we'll look to go to a number 10. We'll push Fry forward, push Liate forward. That's a bit of a nothing ball there. Castro's never going to get onto that. Can we put a bit of pressure on them here, though? Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, come on, boys. I have a bad feeling about this one. We've got men back. They just... Look at the man out here. He's in so much space. Ball comes in. It's bouncing around. Oh, we're defending so well. We don't deserve... Oh, here we go. Castro can't win the header, though. It's there for Liate. Threads one through for Martinez. What can he do? Look at Castro on the last shoulder. Come on. Galindo's out there. Can we get a quality ball into the box here? He's not the best crosser. It's a good ball, though. It's a good ball. It's over the... Oh, it's over. The substitute came down, and I thought for a wonderful, wonderful second it had gone into the top corner. All right. We're going to go for this now. As I said, we've really got nothing to lose, so we're just going to go for it. Stick Liate up there. Anything else you want to change? I think that's fine. I wonder if we try these guys as inside forwards. Galindo's better as... It's the same thing, really, isn't it? Get them as inside forwards. Let's get these wing-backs bombing on. I've got to remember if we do score to go and change this back, because otherwise we're almost definitely going to concede again. Yeah, and let's have a real go for this for 15 minutes. I mean, at some point they're going to... They want to... They've in the lead. They're not going to want to... come pouring forward if they're just going to look to his on the counter-attack. Castro's done well there. Knocked that into space. Come on. There's a good ball for Galindo. Can we get a good quality ball in again? Galindo gets the cross in. It's there! It's a goal for Martinez! We've equalised! Alright, pause. Wait, let's think about this. We've got to go and I've got to put the wing-backs back to something more sensible. Let's play full-backs, actually, while we have a point on the road. That would be absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Now, do we stick with the number 10? Do we stick with the number 10? Think. We've looked pretty good defensively, haven't we? We probably don't want to do that. We probably just want to go back, don't we? We've got Fry on the field though now. We could stick him out and bring Willy Vega on. Let's leave it like that. We know Fry can do stuff, so let's leave it like that. Come on, boys. Come on. Could we dare dream of a winner here? I'm happy with a point. A point on the road to a Brazilian team. It's absolutely massive. They've lumped it back over our heads. No. Oh, it hasn't even lasted a minute. Alright, demand more. We go back and we do it all again. Oh, I should have given them a concentrate shout or something. It's just, they've just lumped it back over our heads. Parati, could he have done a little bit better, but... Oh. What a... Alright, so we go back to a number 10. This is what annoys me when you fix something and then you've got to go back and do it all again, and it's excellent viewing for you guys, isn't it? Alright, attacking wing-backs. What I didn't do is I didn't change this stuff, but, I mean, I don't think that would... Maybe more expressive. I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. Is there anything else we want to do at the end here? Rojas isn't looking... We don't really have a... Yeah. The annoying thing is that our match ratings aren't particularly good. I feel like we could have done better here. I mean, it's a good team, though. Again, we've got to remember, we're up against a we need to be attacking here. We need to be attacking. And I still can't give a shout. All right, 4 minutes to go. This could be it. Oh, it's not a Pickford moment, but it's getting close. It's in that ballpark. And it's off the post. And it's a corner to Flamengo. I don't like they're in blue jerseys either. They should be in their red and black, shouldn't they? Sure, it's a licensing issue, but you know. Come on, let's counter-attack here. Counter-attack. Win the ball, go up the other end. That's what's going to happen here. We've had chances, haven't we? let me know what you think in the comments. We've done okay, I think. Let's demand more. Still 2 minutes. There's still time. You just get the feeling it's more likely to go to 3-1 than it is to go to 2-2. It's off the post and hacked behind for a corner. Oh, we did. It's almost like we got the goal and then froze. We're like, oh crap, we're equal. What do we do now? 15 seconds. Oh, and that was almost a draw in the other game. That would have been awesome if that had been drop points. There it is, Rojas! Rojas with a massive, massive chance, and that's the full-time whistle. Oh, I tell you what, we've done okay there, haven't we? We've looked relatively solid for most of that game. I'm going to say unlucky. You do wonder if we had Emerson and Tassio at the back there, if it would have been any different. If we had a happy Salamas in goal, again, would it have been any different? We'll never know, of course, but I think that was a decent enough effort. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I think that was decent enough. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes. And we'll be back tomorrow. I think we'll just come straight back, to be honest. We have a derby against Alianza Lima, and then we play Palmeiras in the at home in the Libertadores, another Brazilian team. And a little bit like last year, we really need to get something out of this, don't we? Otherwise, we could find ourselves on 0 points with the two Brazilian teams on 6 and in a little bit of trouble. So that's all for tomorrow, though, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, and here are our goals of the month for February. Take care.